Hi everyone and welcome to the channel. My name is Wayne and today we're going to be making a country comfort macaroni and cheese. Going to be making that with some beer, which should enhance the flavor a little bit. We're going to do a little changes you probably never had, maybe you have had. It's going to be really good by the time we get it done. And first off, we're going to get the bacon going over here. I'm not going to bore you with that. I'm going to grab it out of the fridge, get it cooked up. We'll get that done first. Keep in mind, the longer that you cook the bacon, the crispier it's going to get. We don't want chewy bacon for this. We want it on a little bit of a crispy side. So we're going to make sure it cooks a little bit, beyond the browning point. And we want to crumble it, So I got about 3/4 of a pound in here. And put a little bit more if you want. A little bit less if you don't. I also diced up the jalapeno that is going in this recipe, and that is another thing to taste. You can go no jalapeno, maybe you want to put 2 jalapenos in it. I like to start with 1 and then play it by ear when I get it on my plate. Maybe add some hot pepper seeds or cayennes if I want cayenne pepper. So play that by ear. If you don't like spicy food, don't even add it. But it goes well with this, especially with the sour cream that we're going to be adding later. So the recipe that we have right now is going to include 3/4 of a pound of bacon, 1 jalapeno, 1 cup of sour cream. We're going to have 3 kinds of cheese in this. We're going to go with a sharp cheddar, which is going to be 50% of the cheese mix. We're going to have a Gouda, and we're going to have a Monterey Jack. Or a Colby Jack will work. So those are going to be the 3 cheeses in it. The sour cream, butter you're going to need, salt, pepper, your macaronis, and also I use Japanese Panko breadcrumbs. I like the Japanese style because it's a little crispier, a little crunchier, works out well. Make sure as you're getting near the end that you pay attention to it because it can get really crisp really quickly. So you're going to want to pull it out, when you start seeing it pretty much brown all over. Maybe flip it around in the fat. See what more you can get browned up. And deep auburn color. You don't want it to go black on you because then it's going to be bitter. And we're looking pretty good here. Drain it out on a paper towel. And don't forget to save the grease, because the grease is very flavorful. I don't know if you guys ever cooked with it, but country cooking, yeah, buddy. And you might even get enough grease so that you can have French fries. And if you have French fries and bacon grease, that's like grandma cooking, man. My grandmother used to make that, and whoo, that was awesome. So we're going to set that off to the side for now. All right, now we're going to start our cheese sauce. The first thing we're going to use is 2 tablespoons of butter. Get that in there and melt that up. Break open a cold one. You're going to need it for that too. I'm going to use a spoon because I'm going to need it later on. We're going to get this all mixed up. Turn it up just a little bit. We're going to get the butter in there. Get the beer in there. Then we're going to add our 1 jalapeno in there. Cook it up a little bit in there. And then we're going to start adding the cheese and the sour cream. Now when you're adding the beer, you want to use a lighter or amber beer. I went with Pacifico. It's a Pilsner style. Clara. So that's going to keep the cheese looking, on the lighter side. If you had a stout or something like that, it's going to darken it all up. Not going to look normal, but hey, might be really good. I'm going to start with a cup. I'm going to keep the rest over there just in case I need to add it. And we'll take it from there, Get that in there. Get my jalapeno in there. I just diced that up nice and small. We'll keep that stirred up for a little bit. And we're going to cook this for maybe 3 minutes, 4 minutes, just to get it hot and get some juices going in there. I'll set this off to the side because I don't want to use that. I'd rather drink my own beer, you know? And while you're waiting around, you can add some pepper in there if you want. Smells wonderful. I will say that. I'm going to go with 16 ounces of sour cream. This basically takes the place of the milk. And that's going to be wonderful. A little bit of tang to it, you know, in with the cheese. Stir that up. Get that rendering down. I like to get more of the pepper in there. This is kind of a slow grinder. There we go. That looks pretty good. Give me a taste of beer because the sweat's starting. Not bad. That's not a bad beer. All right, I think we're going to start adding the cheese. Now you want to add the cheese slow so it doesn't drop out of solution and stick to the bottom. You know, you got to keep moving too. A little bit at a time. Slow and steady wins the race, right? Isn't what they used to say? I know it's smelling awesome. You probably want to start thinking about getting your macaronis on right now. So we're going to get that set up. Use another pot. Get that over here. Get that fired up. Get all your cheese melted. You might want to turn it down a little bit, just so it doesn't burn while this is heating up. We're a little bit slow on this, but hey, it is what it is. Gonna add a little bit of salt. To each. Roughly a teaspoon. You can crumble up your bacon. And then I'm gonna throw these bacon bits in this cheese here. Stir it all up. Get it ready to go. Look, we had a escapee. Crunchy and chewy. Okay, we're going to be using San Giorgio elbow macaroni. Al dente is going to be about 6 minutes. Really soft is going to be 8. So we're going to pull it out at 6 minutes because don't forget we're going back into the oven too. So it's almost ready to boil. We'll wait till it's ready to boil. We'll get it in there. Now I just keep moving this on and off the burner over here just to heat it up a little bit, keep it nice and hot. This is your cheese sauce. So it's kind of thinner, but a lot of that's going to be absorbed up into the pasta as well. And don't forget we got breadcrumbs coming on top. So that's going to pick up a little bit of the moisture too. How to get the stuff off the side. That's where all the good stuff is. Put over top of your pot. Shut off your timer. Dump it in. Dump it in. Get whatever stragglers are over here. Get that in your pot. Uh-oh. We got a runner. We're going to take that. We're going to stir it up. Get it all mixed up nice and good. Probably not going to put it back on the heat here. Shut these off. Now we're going to spoon it into our whatchamacallit, our trays. So like I said, I got a metal tray. I got a glass tray. We're going to start with the metal tray. I'm going to pour it in there first. We'll spread it out. We might be able to get away with one tray. This is a 9x9. Yeah, why not? Why not just do one? It smells so wonderful. God. I was kind of thinking we were going to need a little bit bigger, but we'll just go with a little bit thicker, right? Look at that. That looks wonderful. Get everything out of there. Come on, man. Spread that out. It's actually perfect for a 9x9 pan. Right to the top. Now we're going to come in with our Panko breadcrumbs. Japanese style. Japanese style. Gotta be Japanese. Try the Japanese style. And you're probably going to switch over. From what I understand, they don't use the crust around the edge of the bread when they make the crumbs. Just a nice little coating up there. Just to get a crunch on there, you know. Get our oven going. Put it on bake for 350. Let that warm up while this is setting up. That looks to be about good, right? Looks good. How's it looking? Does it look all right? Yeah, buddy. All right, so after the oven's heated up and you got it in the pan, let's slap it in the oven for, I'm going to say 15 to 20 minutes. Keep an eye on your breadcrumbs. Really, that's about the only thing you're going to be doing here. Browning those breadcrumbs up, heating this back up a little bit, and then you're going to chow down. Okay, we've reached that point. So it was 40 minutes, and I got about a minute and a half on the broil timer, just to top it up, make it look pretty, and this is what you're going to have. How's that baby look? We'll let that cool off a little bit, set up, and I'll take a video of it close up over here on my phone. All right, we're going to cut this up, see what it's all about. Kind of cut it up already. I want to get it out. I divided it into probably going to be 3, just as wide as the spatula goes. Oh, this is going to go on your ribs. There you have it, man. That is as best as it's gonna be. Look at that thing. What do you think? Looks really good, tastes really good. Hopefully. Smells really good, I know that. Let's get some of these bacon bits down here. Oh. Everything works so well in it. The sour cream, the bacon, the Gouda cheese got a little smokiness to it. Let's see how these toppings are. They are crunchy. Got a couple little jalapeños in there. Anyway, that's our first recipe, guys. I hope you subscribe to the channel. I hope you come back for the next one. And we'll see you soon, all right? Well, this was an exciting recipe. I love country cooking. I love that comfort food. So that's what we're going to be focusing on over here on the channel. I hope that you guys enjoy it. Every recipe that we do over here is going to include beer of some kind or some flavor or something. And that's really, you know, I started a company or tried to start a company brewing beer. And that was one of the things that we tried to do. It was Jersey Shore Brewing Experience. And the idea was to make the night out an experience. So it was about the beer and the food and incorporating all the beers that we made into the foods that we made. And I had a recipe list and I had, you know, menus and I had the whole 9 yards. So I'm going to revisit that and we're going to bring some of those out. And I hope you enjoy it. And I hope you don't forget to subscribe over here. Keep an eye on us. Maybe pick up a recipe here and there. Something you might enjoy. And let's go down the path together. All right? See you guys.